Okay, this is a role play, and all people, places, and events are fictional. Hi, Christy. It's good to see you again.
You too.
So I know we had discussed previously about you had been dealing with some anxiety, and we were looking to work on that.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm anxious all the time, and I can't ever um, catch my breath or feel like my heart's racing. So um, there's some stuff coming up where um, I failed my boards because I was just so anxious, and I have an opportunity to retest in about 6 months. So um, I'm just feeling pretty nervous about it.
Yeah, that's understandable. Is there any place that you notice that your anxiety is more profound, that you experience it more at? Like,
I would say probably more at work. Um, when I speak in front of large groups, or just even sometimes when it's a small group, I just kind of get all jittery and can't really think of my thoughts, or just kind of things get away from me.
okay. What things start to happen when you start to feel anxious?
I have like physically or like emotionally, like what
You can start physically.
um, I just notice a lot more like me using a lot more hand movements, staring away from whoever I'm talking to, so I avoid eye contact kind of stuff. Um, and then uh, mentally, I just like I can't really gain what I'm thinking of. Like I don't know um, kind of how to organize my thoughts.
And you were saying that you had trouble organizing your thoughts. What other feelings are you having when you start when you notice that you start looking away from people?
I don't know. I guess I don't know really what they're thinking of me. Like I don't really know what their perceptions of me are. So I just kind of like um, I don't know, lack that confidence, I guess.
What would you like to be your end goal?
Uh, I guess my end goal would be to be able to speak in front of a group of people and pass my boards with being confident in my ability, I suppose.
Sounds like a very reasonable goal to have.
Yeah, I think so. It's just so nerve wracking.
Yeah, it can be very terrifying sometimes to stand in front of people, and especially if you feel like they're judging you. You think that there's an opportunity to fail. It can be very nerve wracking. Um, so I kind of want to discuss possibly some small steps we could make that would help to possibly get you to where you want to get goal wise.
Okay.
What do you think would be a small goal that you could set to kind of get yourself into a position that you feel like you could talk in front of larger groups?
Um, I guess I could speak more confidently with a couple people that I do know, and have a little bit of a comfort level with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that might help.
Okay. Uh, when you when you want to start talking in front of your select people that you feel comfortable with already, do you have a topic you want to discuss with them?
Um, yeah, and well, and with the boards, like they kind of give me like a list of topics to discuss, and so alone I feel fine, but then it's the minute like I'm in front of people where I'm like, uh, what did I just recall? Like, what did I just, memorize in the mirror forever? So I guess it's more kind of that stuff.
Okay. So you want to try discussing some of your board topics with people that you know?
Yeah, I guess that would help.
Okay. How often would you like to try doing this?
Um, I mean, I guess I could try like, I mean, it's 6 months away, so I think just Mm, maybe like once or twice every 2 weeks or so until I get a firm grip on it. I don't know.
Okay. I think it's important that we, practice fairly frequently and possibly eventually grow the group that you're talking to when you're talking about these events. Um,
Okay. So then maybe like once a week for sure.
yeah, I think once a week would definitely be uh, a good place to start. Something else I'd like to consider also is that before you go in to talk to these people, that possibly we practice some relaxation techniques like deep breathing, some grounding exercises before you go talk to them.
Yeah, I only chuckle because sometimes I practice these deep breathing things and I'm like, they just don't work. And so, I mean, I'll definitely give it a try though.
Okay.
I'm sure it does help sometimes when I am doing it. So,
Yeah. Well, we can go over different grounding techniques also because there's other ones besides breathing techniques that maybe there's one that works for you that we can practice beforehand so that way when you start to go into those environments, then you can kind of feel connected to yourself and recognize those feelings before you go into discussing your panel boards.
okay. Yeah, I would like that.
Okay, so we will have a list of different grounding techniques that you can try. We can practice one now if you want, and then what we'll look for is this week you're going to find at least one person that you're comfortable with to first try your grounding technique with, and then practice your panel board with.
Okay.
Does it sound like something reasonable to try?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And so what we can do is after we practice the technique and you go through, then we'll discuss next week what's working, what's not working, and we can kind of go forward from there.
Okay.
Are you feeling comfortable with this plan?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
just
it's okay. Okay. Well, thank you for going through today. I look forward to seeing you next week.
thank you.